Qualifying for round number 2. Time allowed 74 seconds. And this is over a jumper type course. Riders bring their scores back from round number 1. Here's our first entry back for that second round. Sophia Silveira, entry number 163. She returns with a 129 score. The time 76.410 seconds, so that time will exceed our time allowed. Well, 3 time faults on that clock for Sophia Silveira. Base score from panel number 1, 69, minus the 3 time faults for 66. Panel number 2, 67. That's their base score, minus the 3 for 64. 130. That's the score in this round. 2-round total, 259. Second entry in is entry number 219, Skylar Wireman, number 219. And returning with a score of 144. 144. That time for Skylar Wireman, 71.806. 71.806. Nice scores for Skylar Wireman here in that second round. 85 from panel number 1, 84 from panel number 2 for a 169 score here in this round. They move into a nice commanding lead, 313. So 313 for Skylar Wireman. Next entry, number 530. Number 530, Amber Ayat, returning with a 147 score. Returning with a 147 score. The time on the clock, 78.469 seconds. 78.469. That will exceed our time allowed. The score's in for Amber Ayad. Well, panel number 1, their base score 74. We do have 5 time faults on that clock. That becomes a 69. Panel number 2, 75, minus the 5 for 70. That's 139 here in this round. And a 286 score. And that is our second highest score. Skylar Wireman still in the lead with that 313. And number 738, this is number 738, Violet Barnett. And she returns with a 156 score. The time 77.509 seconds. So that time will exceed our time allowed. The scores for Violet Barnett. Well, 72, that's the base score from panel number 1. We do have 4 time faults on the clock. We have to subtract those. 68. Panel number 2, their base score 73. Again, minus the 4 for 69. 137 the score in this round. And a 293 total score as they move into second place. Here, round number 2 of the Ronnie Mutch Equitation Championship. Next entry, number 541, and the 5th of the 10 back, number 541, Clea Cadell, returning with a score of 156.5. That time on the clock, 74.444 seconds. That will exceed our time allowed. Well, that railed down offense number 2 for Clea Cadell. Also one time fault on the clock. So So those points deducted. Base score of 70 minus the 5, well, minus the 4 for the rail, minus 1 for the one-time fault. For a score of 65 from panel number 1, exactly the same from panel number 2. At a 130 score. Their total score, 286.5. And that puts Clea Cadell in third place. Entry number 801. Here is entry number 801, Ty Simpson. And he comes back with a score of 157. Well, the time is 73.614. Well, unfortunately, fence number 6 down for Ty Simpson. Still some great scores. Score of 90 from panel number 1. Score of 90. We have to take the 4 points off. That becomes an 86. 89 from panel number 2, minus a 4 for an 85. 171, the score in this round. 2-round total puts them in a first place, 328. So Ty Simpson in first right now. Brings us to number 561. 561, Lily Clarkson, returning with a score of 160. The time on the clock, 76.094 seconds. So they will exceed that time allowed. The scores in for Lily Clarkson. Well, unfortunately, we had 3 time faults on that clock. That time, 66. Well, the score 66. That's the base score for panel number 1, -3 for 63. 65 from panel number 2, -3 for 62. 125 score here in round number 2, and a 285 score. Yeah, that 285 as they slip into 6th place. Just 3 remaining. Number 370, here's number 370. The rider, Avery Glynn, returns with a 167 score. That running time is 75.400 seconds, so they will exceed our time allowed. Well, two-time faults on the clock for Avery Glynn. And the base score from panel number 1, 83, minus a 2 for an 81. Panel number 2, 82, minus a 2 for an 80, 161. That is the score here, and a 328. That gives us right now a two-way tie with Ty Simpson and Avery Glynn for first place with 2 remaining. First of 2 remaining, Emily Williams. This is number 700, returning with a score of 168. Well, for jumping 4-time, the time 77.089 seconds. Emily Williams, score of 55 from panel number 1 and panel number 2. We have to take the 8 points off for 47. 94 is the score in this round, 262. That will put them into 8th place, and just 1 remaining. Our final entry, number 739. Number 739 last to go. Augusta Iwasaki returning with the highest score, 174. The time 73.202 seconds. That final fence down. Nice scores for Augusta Iwasaki. Well, we had that final fence down, so 4 points off. Is it enough? 92 from panel number 1, minus the 4 for an 88. 91 minus the 4 for an 87 from panel number 2. 175. And Augusta Iwasaki wins the Ronnie Mutch Equitation Championship with a 349 score. Well, that was great competition, the Ronnie Mutch Equitation Championship. Great thanks to our judges, panel number 1, Sharon Stewart-Wells, Mandy Porter, panel number 2, Scott Williamson, and Susan Artez, and the schooling judge, Larry Alcorn. So great win, Augusta Iwasaki, that 349. What a great score. She led the field after round number 1. And that 175 in round number 2, and that was the highest total in round number 2 as well. What a commanding lead, 349, Augusta Iwasaki. We're going to bring our top placings back of the ring in just a moment. There they are, the top 10 coming back into the ring for the presentations. The Ronnie Mutch Equitation Championship, 2 rounds of competition. Absolutely superb competition. 10th place, and that goes to Sophia Silveira. Overall score, 259. Riders will get you to come over right in front of the VIP pavilion. So Sophia Silveira taking home 10th place. 9th to Emily Williams. So let's get our horses and riders over there. Lining up in 10th place, there is Sophia Silveira. 9th place, Emily Williams. 8th is Lily Clarkson. So Lily Clarkson in 8th place. Seventh to Amber Ayad. 6th, Clea Cadell. 5th place, Violet Barnett. And Violet Barnett's aboard Canto Blanco in 5th place. 4th place is Skylar Wireman and Hot Pants. Avery Glenn taking home 3rd. Well, Ty Simpson just joining us here aboard Washington. Ty Simpson in 2nd place. Impressive scores here in round number 2 for Ty Simpson. That 171 overall score. So the 171 score here in round number 2. That was a great score in round number 2. Ladies and gentlemen, let's meet the Ronnie Mutch Equitation champion. She rides a Vanderpump to the win, Augusta Iwasaki. Untouchable in first place after round number 1. First highest scored round number 2, 349. What an amazing young rider. 14-year-old Augusta Iwasaki and Vanderpump as they take home top honors in the Ronnie Mutch Equitation Championship. There they are, the top placings, the Ronnie Mutch Equitation Championship. Our champion once again, Augusta Iwasaki, 174 in round number 1, 175 in round number 2. And she is such an amazing talent there. A wonderful horse owned by Ashland Farms of Wellington, Florida, and that is Vanderpump. And we will have that official photograph taken with our champion there, Augusta Iwasaki and Vanderpump. Great also to have Brandon Mutch for these presentations of the Ronnie Mutch Equitation Championship. We do have the Best Horse and Best Equitation Horse Award, and that will go to Theodore. Rider and owner there, Amber Ayad from Rancho Santa Fe. So the Best Horse, Best Equitation Horse Award to Theodore. We also have the Best Turned Out Horse and Grooms Award. And that wonderful groom, a Professional's Choice Grooms Award featuring Professional's Choice Tail Tamer grooming products honoring hardworking individuals behind the scenes that take such incredible care of our four-legged friends. And that goes to Hector Monroy, the groom for Kornelensky. And Kornelensky, ridden by Clea Cadell, that horse owned by Spy Glass Hill of Carmel. So Hector, congratulations. Awesome job. Your horses are always amazingly turned out. Well, thank you so much for joining us for the Ronnie Mutch Equitation Championship. Just a great competition. 15 started round at number 1, 10 qualified for the second round. And that concludes competition here on a beautiful Friday evening. We'll see you tomorrow.